you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke.
Glory to you, O Lord.
The parents of Jesus went to Jerusalem every year at the feast of the Passover. And when he was 12 years old, they went up according to custom. And when the feast was ended, as they were returning, the boy Jesus stayed behind in Jerusalem. His parents did not know it, but supposing him to be in the group, they went a day's journey. But then they began to search for him among their relatives and acquaintances, and when they did not find him, they returned to Jerusalem searching for him. After 3 days, they found him in the temple, sitting among the teachers, listening to them and asking them questions. And all who heard him were amazed at his understanding and his answers. And when his parents saw him, they were astonished. And his mother said to him, "Son, why have you treated us so? Behold, your father and I have been searching for you in great distress." And he said to them, "Why were you looking for me? Did you not know that I must be in my Father's house?" And they did not understand the saying that he spoke to them. And he went down with them and came to Nazareth and was submissive to them. And his mother treasured up all these things in her heart. And Jesus increased in wisdom and in stature and in favor with God and man. The Gospel of the Lord. Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
Did you not know that I must be in my Father's house? In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. There's a close connection between the first reading and the Gospel passage that we just heard. And it may be that Jesus understood himself to be a priest-prophet along the lines of Samuel, that as Samuel was left in the temple to be raised there, left by his parents, that Jesus too, at the age of 12, seems to suggest that he must be left there. This is pure speculation, of course, but it would explain his words. Did you not know that I must be in my Father's house? Or a better way to translate it, did you not know that I must be busy with the things of my Father? This is, of course, the central theme of the gospel passage today, the divine fatherhood of Jesus. Jesus seems different to us. God is his father by nature. And Joseph is still rightly called Jesus' father by Our Lady. "Son, why have you treated us so? Behold, your father and I have been searching for you in great distress." We ought to realize here that Jesus is like us, with a mother and a father, and he makes us to be like him, with God as our Father. It says in John's Gospel, John tells us, "To all who received him, who believed in his name, he gave power to become children of God, who were born not of blood, nor of the will of the flesh, nor of the will of man, but of God." And also, St. Paul reminds us that every fatherhood takes its name from the Father in heaven. Every fatherhood in heaven and on earth and under the earth. Coupled with that, we have to remember that Jesus does say, "Call no man your father on earth, for you have but one Father who is in heaven." All of this points to the unique fatherhood of God himself. That there is a fatherhood on earth, but it only exists because it reflects God's fatherhood, or is only so-called fatherhood because it reflects God's. We are the children of God, the second reading tells us. This is what we actually are. It is not a metaphor, it is a literal reality. Through baptism, we have, all of us here, received the Holy Spirit and been changed in our nature, giving us the likeness of God, making us truly his children. True childhood is to share in the nature of the Father. Now, I don't mean that God somehow resembles childhood. I mean that God, the Father, the heart of the Father is true childhood. This is what authentic childhood is. And that our biological childhood reflects, in a limited, finite way, the eternal childhood of the Father. This is why Jesus says, unless you become like a little child, you cannot enter the kingdom of heaven. We must, in God, seek and find the heart of the Father, authentic childhood, to resemble him in God's freedom, his eternal freedom. It is our temptation, I think, to think of children as silly. We even say words like childish. Their preoccupations seem silly to us. Most of us don't worry about how many gummy bears we might amass, or with jelly babies. I have to think of what I really like. Most of us don't worry about such things, and we smile at children when they are concerned about such things. But we are not more advanced than they are. We have just substituted jelly babies for something else. We have substituted toys for other obsessions. And what's worse, we have accumulated luggage, baggage. This is the freedom of children, because they more closely, in their innocence, reflect the freedom of God, the Father, who is authentic childhood. We are, all of us here, made also for a family, because we're made in the image of God, and God, the Most Holy Trinity, is a kind of family, a communion of life and love. So we are called to share in the life of the Most Holy Trinity, but also here on earth, to live a communion of love and freedom with family. Some of you might say that you don't have a family, or for various reasons. But still, there is a family that God sends our way. And this becomes our true family with whom we must live in freedom, in love, in friendship, in communion. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.